Greetings, yogis. We're going to try out a quick home practice since we can't be together in real life. We'll jump right to it, spend some time stretching, breathing, and moving, and see if we can get our practice in today. So with that, start on hands and knees. Make sure you got everything stacked up, shoulders, wrist, elbows, hips over knees, and then just start to move and breathe. Inhales and exhales. Inhales to round, tuck the chin, work anything out, try not to lock the elbows. You can always tuck the toes under if you'd like to. Exhales, drop the belly, lift the head, lift the seat. So a couple rounds on your own. And if any organic movements like shoulder to hip or forward and back movements start to arise, allow that to happen. Maybe even close the eyes and just find somewhere between child's pose and up dog, anything to wake up that spine and continue to move it. Finding yourself into that first down dog, stretching, walking the feet out, keeping the legs hips width distance apart, the feet hips width distance apart. Let the ears reside in between the biceps. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Think navel towards the spine and seat lifting up and back. Try and take any creases out of the wrist, perhaps even press into each finger. Start to look forward. Send the feet in between the hands. Take as many steps as you need to get there and allow yourself to just hang out here. Shake the head again, no. Shake the head yes. Maybe little side stretches. Anything you need. Generously bend the knees, let the belly rest on the thighs. Just shake everything off. Walk the hands towards the shins or just under the knees. Lengthen, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, root to rise, standing all the way up, upward salute. And then a nice side stretch to the right, side stretch to the left. Maybe a few more times side stretching or any other version of the heart opener, the back bend, the twist that you like to find. Sweep the arms up. Once you've found what you need, exhale all the way into your fold. Halfway lift and lengthen, and step it back to plank pose, top of your push-up posture. Maybe a little play here. Rocking forward, rocking back. Dropping one leg, pressing, lengthening back into the calf, the Achilles, the hamstring. Gently switch, find the other side, other leg. And then return to your plank pose, top of your push-up posture. Letting the knees find the mat. Shift back into your child's pose, your resting pose perhaps, hopefully. And if it doesn't feel good here, take a rest in a seated posture, whatever you need. Rounding up through your cat stretch. Start to drop the belly towards the floor. And then hands about shoulder width distance, armpits width distance. Inhale, start to lift. Use the strength of your back. Cobra pose, relax the glutes. Lengthen through the neck. Low back might be talking to you. Exhale, release. Shifting back towards your child's pose. And back to that downward facing dog. Shift into that space. Big inhale. Big exhale. Expand through the back body, upper back. Look forward. Send the feet in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, standing up. Finding maybe a slight little back bend here. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose, top of your push-up posture. This time in your push-up posture, knee towards the chest. And extend back, plank. Knee towards the chest. Extend back, plank. Knees find the ground. Mini push-up here, keeping the elbows hugged in. Child's pose, shift back, hips towards the heels. Staying low, see if you can slide forward into that cobra pose. Good, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lower down. Child's pose, shift back, hips towards the heels. And downward facing dog, start to adjust. One breath in. One breath out. Again, one breath in, one breath out. Look forward, ease the feet in between the hands. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, root to rise, reach, lift, and extend. Exhale, swan dive it right back down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step it back, plank pose, top of your push-up posture. Lowering the knees towards the ground, mini push-up, come back up. This time, lowering all the way to your belly. Good. Come up. And that's your cobra, maybe more like your up dog. Child's pose, shift back, hips towards the heels. Downward facing dog, start to move. So with that adjustment, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Looking forward, walking forward. If you'd like to step forward or hop forward or float forward, go for it. Halfway lift and fold. Standing up, root to rise, reach, lift, and extend. And swan dive it back down. Halfway lift, inhale. Step it back to plank pose, top of your push-up posture. So from this space, we're going to go to side plank Vashisthasana. So you've got some options. You can always drop the right knee, right hand stays down, left arm lifts. Option one. If that doesn't sound too good for you, you can come into your plank pose. Step the left foot over. Use the left leg as a kickstand. Reach up, side plank, Vashisthasana. So, another option for you would be to find that side plank with the legs, feet stacked. Reach, reach, reach. Lift the hips as best you can. Try and stay here for 3 breaths and release. So, finding that other side, you got those same options on this side. You can drop the left leg and extend. You can use the right foot as a kickstand this time. Extend. You can find your feet stacked, hips stacked, lengthen up here. Whichever one you chose, try and go for 3 breaths or so. But again, no one's keeping tabs, no one's paying that much mind to how long you stay, as long as you breathe. Hold in your plank pose here and shift. Option for that flow, that chaturanga. Take your up dog or take your cobra pose and release child's pose. Shift back, hips towards the heels. Take a rest, 3 breaths. Make your way into down dog as you're ready. No rush. So we'll go one more time, this time playing with all of those elements in between, looking forward, walking forward, stepping towards the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach, lift, lengthen. Maybe a tiny back bend, knees stay soft to protect the back. Swan dive it down. Halfway lift, inhale, plank pose, step it back. So strong in your plank pose. First, one knee towards the chest, plank. Another knee towards the chest, plank. Dropping one knee, pressing back. Switching here, pressing back. Plank pose, side plank pose, Vashisthasana. One arm lifts, back to plank, switch. The other arm lifts, back to plank. Mini push up, back to plank. Lowering all the way to your belly. Cobra or up dog. Release. Child's pose. And rest. So with that, we find ourselves going back to our downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 breaths this time, allowing yourself to shift out of that flow and back into a quieter, more mindful space. Allow yourself to shift towards the knees. Finding yourself sitting on your heels, all the toes curled under, especially those little pinky toes. Taking a few breaths to really lengthen through the spine. Perhaps close the eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Thank you so much for moving just a little bit with us, getting ourselves into our home practice, finding a space that works. All you need is a little bit, so do what you can do, and we'll see you soon, yogis. Namaste.